Hello. All right, let us continue with chapter 7. So we're going to be meeting Traherne and forming the Pact. Report to Traherne about the campaign against Zaitan. Okay, we meet him. Where are we going? Holbrook? No. Oh, we're going all the way down here. Okay. Man, it has been such a long time since I've really done the story. Oh, okay. So that was a the waypoint you want to go to is currently contested, so we're sending you to a different waypoint. That's a thing that happens. What they did at one point was they made all waypoints contested, so you had to waypoint twice to get to where you wanted to go if it was not in the map you were currently in. That drove people crazy. It did not last long. I remember it took like maybe a week or two before they changed it to every waypoint is accessible and it will just bounce you to a different waypoint if it is contested. And it will pop up a message to tell you, oh, that waypoint is contested, so we put you at the nearest friendly waypoint. And there is lore to how the waypoints work. They will explain all of that in the story at some point. Am I going the right way? I am apparently not going the right way. Where do I go from here? Oh, I need to go all the way up here? Okay. Would it be... I think it'd be faster to do it this way? Man. Not having the majority of the map uncovered, definitely something I gotta get used to. I don't go for map completion, but I definitely have more of the map uncovered than a new character would. With, what, like, going on 13 years of playing this game? At least I've got my mounts, so I can just sort of... No, not that one. Yeah, that one. This is the one I want. And for some inside baseball, I just re-recorded the intro because I did not like the intro I did originally. It was bad. I tried to edit it. It was not enjoyable for me, and I know exactly why. Like I was just not in a good headspace that day. So it is what it is. I'm gonna grab the waypoint. No turn. But I'm doing quite a bit better today. I didn't have enough coffee that day. That's what it was. Last night we, and by we I mean I, because I'm the one that cooks. So I am currently staying with Dragon. Dragon is my brother, and I made salmon last night, and I made so much that tonight we're having leftover salmon, but I'm gonna make tacos out of it because I want to. I actually ran it by him because he doesn't typically like leftovers, but he also didn't want to waste the salmon. So I mentioned to him the idea that I had, and he's like, yeah, sure. You know, one new thing to try every week. That sounds good.
Your soul is mine.
Stabby, stabby. I don't know why I'm reviving these characters, but I am. I have chosen to revive them. Ignore what the fort looks like. Don't look at the fort. That comes into play later. Okay, foraging the Pact. And when I say later, I mean way later, like season 1 later. Yeah, the fort looks great right now. No problems. Yeah, let's go meet our brother, Traherne. Valiant, the world is cold and quiet. The chill in my heart, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care what you're writing, Keith. I don't want to read it.
Glad to see you after that mess at Claw Island. Siren was unique. She will be missed.
Yeah. So everyone's still sad about Siren. Hey, and look who it is. It's Occam. Hello, Occam. It's so great to see you again, buddy. Hello again, Valiant. I don't like all this activity, but I'm proud to be invited. After that business with Bersilac, I could stand to see my creations used for good. Welcome, Occam. I trust you've been well. I have. The Nightmare Court has left me alone since that dreadful Bersilac affair. I thought that said incident. I expect Keith has had a hand in that. You deserve some peace and quiet. I'll talk to you later. All right. And we've got all the order people over here as well. I believe you might meet this guy if you play a Norn. I'm not sure. But you can imagine how the guy who makes armor that makes you invulnerable to all attacks, he might be useful for a group of people going up against the undead. I'm glad to see you. I need to convince the orders of Tyria that the path I've chosen is the right one. Your support could make the difference. What do you need? I've assembled all the key personnel, and they're standing by. I'd like you to join us for a discussion. You have an important role to play in the Pact. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm here. Oh, I had to take 2 steps forward.
Thank you all for coming. We're here because Claw Island proved the value of cooperation. Our pact has already achieved remarkable results. As the Pact's leader, I am adopting the rank of Marshal. I'd also like to present my second in command, one of the heroes of Claw Island, who will bear the rank of Commander. To defeat Zaitan and cleanse Ore, the Pact needs to go on the offensive. For that, we need a headquarters. I suggest the abandoned fortress on Terzetto Bay.
I know the place. Formidable, easily defensible, and right on Zaitan's doorstep. A solid decision, Marshal Traherne. The Vigil is with you.
It is a wise choice. The Priory will also follow you to the Pact's new headquarters and on into Ore.
No argument here, Marshal. It's a smart call. Count the Order of Whispers in as well.
Excellent. I'll begin preparing our new headquarters at the Terzetto site, which I have codenamed Fort Trinity. I look forward to seeing you all there. A moment, please, Commander. I'd like to speak with you.
Okay, Traherne. I have the Order's pledge, but I don't believe I have their confidence. Please talk to Doran, Effet, and Wynett. help me define their concerns about me and the Pact so I can assuage them. I'll get started right away. So I do all the busy work, basically. But the busy work is the fun work, I guess. All right. I see the point and value of building a fort, but I worry about our long-term prospects. Tell me what's on your mind. Traherne has the knowledge we need, but will the soldiers and spies listen to him? It'll take charisma and a forceful personality to keep this pact together. I appreciate your candor. I think I mentioned this before. The music is off because it gets copyright strikes. So technically it's actually at like 5%, but it's pretty much low enough you're not going to hear it. Putting a fort this close to ore is smart, and it creates opportunity. I just hope Traherne can make the most of it. If you have your concerns, I'd like to hear them. Simply put, one victory doesn't win a war. Before I commit soldiers to serve under Traherne, I want to know he's capable of leading under fire. A fair point. Thanks. A fort, eh? Makes some sense, I suppose. Though I'd rather we handled this campaign less obviously. Sounds like you have some concerns. I'd like to hear them. Between you and me, alliances, especially this one, are fragile creatures. It was so difficult to assemble. I fear it may be impossible to preserve. I see. Thank you for your honesty. Hey, Tengu. We got Izu Steel Strike. This is all very strange to me. I've heard of you and Traherne, and I support your aims, but it's challenging. I'm not much of a joiner. Mind if I ask you a few questions? It's just because we rarely get to talk to Tengu, so this is kind of interesting to me. By all means, ask, and I shall not mislead you. Who are you? I am Izu Steel Strike of the Tengu. But which of the four winds are you? I had taken my craft as far as I could at home, so I began traveling to study other smith techniques in order to perfect my own. Tell me more about the Tengu. We hail from Cantha originally. When we came here, we brought our customs and society with us. This world is more diverse than I expected it to be. Are your people joining the Pact? No. There may be individuals here and there who might join, but as a whole, my people prefer to keep to themselves. And do you know Traherne? Years ago, we swore a friendship after battling undead monstrosities together. When he invited me here, I remembered that bond. I shall craft the finest weapons Traherne has ever seen. That is all I need to know. So Cantha is way down here. This is Cantha. Right here. We got Xingje Island. We got Old Kainang, we got New Kainang, Echovald Forest, the Jade Sea. We have this peak area, which is that's not the guild hall. The guild hall's over here, isn't it? I think this is the guild hall. You know, I should go down there just to uncover it, but I'll do it later because I'm in the middle of a story mission. So we got the Whispers here, we got Vigil here, we got Priory here, another Priory over here, we got a Watchtower. All right, well, I don't see anyone else interesting to talk to, so let's continue. Have you spoken to the Order officials? If they have doubts, those doubts could prove fatal to the Pact and to Tyria. They're all worried about your ability to lead this army into battle. As I feared, I cannot blame them for being wary of an untested general. In time, Zaitan will give me the chance to prove myself. I simply hope they don't lose faith in me before then. Okay, so this is the options. If you remember at the beginning, we had charm, which is, I believe, what we chose. We have dignity and we have ferocity. This is basically a non part of the game anymore. This was an idea that they had, but they never went anywhere with it, and they phased it out pretty much. But it is still in the intro, and it is still in some of the early parts of the game. So we can say, I could force them to stand by you until that happens. We can say, surely they see your knowledge of ore makes you indispensable. Or I could say, they'll see you can prove it each day, each and every day. Each day, every day. Yeah, I did choose charm. Okay. So let's go with charm because that's what I chose. Kind of you to say so, but I fear more will be required to convince our allies. I just need the opportunity to show them I speak the language of war. I'll be there to help because I speak the language of war, let me tell you. Now, what is our next move? Now we speak to the smiths. I've gathered some of the finest armorers and weaponsmiths in Tyria. They can give Pact soldiers the edge they need in ore. Who have you invited? Bagarth of the Norn, Occam of the Silvari, both masters of their crafts. I've also brought in the Tengu, Izu Steelstrike, the guy we just talked to. I have something special in mind for him. Sounds good.
Let's hope the Smiths rise to my challenge out of innate nobility, or at least pride.
Okay, so we talked to him already. Let's talk to Occam first, because he's the one that we have the most history with. Oh, well, never mind.
Thank you for coming. I'm Marshal Traherne, and I've invited each of you here because you are the finest smiths and crafters in all of Tyria. I'm forging a pact to deal with the Elder Dragons. The 3 major orders of Tyria have agreed to join, but we also need you and your skills.
It would be an honor to stand with you, Firstborn.
Your envoy already approached me with a similar offer, Marshal. I've decided to accept. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Ha! There's only one finest smith in Tyria, and you're looking at him. I stand ready to prove it.
Excellent. I have a list of potential projects. My quartermasters will make sure you have the tools and raw materials you need. Please begin at once.
Help! Somebody, help me! The team studying Rancor Ruins was overwhelmed by the undead!
Messenger Nelson. There is an undead. Scores of them. The research team is trapped. Help them. What research team? Where? Man, he looks old. I wonder if we have access. I don't think we have access to this face. South in Rancor Ruins. Undead overwhelmed the dig site. So many. The team sent me to get help. They found something important. We can't let Zaitan claim it. Rancor Ruins. I'm on my way. And I shall meet you there. My experiences in ore will be an asset. And this is my chance to allay some of the fears and concerns you've discovered. Excellent. I'll meet you at Rancor Ruins. Point. Crusader, Afenin. Okay, and we talked to this guy. I heard the commotion, Commander. What's the situation? We're going to rescue the research teams in Rancor. I hope you're bringing an entire platoon, or even a battalion. At least let me come along to protect you in Traherne. Not necessary, just lock the door behind us. We'll be back soon. Will do, thanks. All right. The dog is dreaming. She is running and running in her dream. I don't think you can hear it because I don't think the mic's picking it up, but she is just running and running and running.
Hello, adventure.
Okay, Traherne's over here.
I'm glad to see you. Something is definitely unnatural here. That miasma settled in shortly after we arrived. Fortunately, our ally sent help. Agent Zuri from the Order of Whispers and Crusader Afanan from the Vigil.
At your service. Killing Orions is my purpose in life, but in the spirit of our newly forged union, this feels extra noble.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander. Take a good look. Once I get started, you won't see me coming or going.
Noted. Our objective is to locate a missing Priory team. Traherne, this is your mission. How do you want us to handle it?
By playing to our respective strengths. Zuri goes in to conduct stealth reconnaissance, while the rest of us take the main path through the ruins. We'll draw the attention of any Orions, and thin out their numbers as we proceed. Let's all rendezvous at the far end of the site.
All right.
I'm going stealthy. I'll report back as soon as I know anything.
Hey, Froggy. Okay, we search the area for survivors. Pull them over, take them out. Oop.
To the next world with you. You're a frightened child.
Chill to the bone. Die by my hand. I'm wilting. Need more endurance.
We've got some dead Priory over here. Dead golems.
Fight!
Zombie island. Yeah, this is Guild Wars 2. I'm just playing through the story. This is still pretty early, technically. Like, for the base game, this is late in the story, but for the entirety of the game, this is pretty early. So I am on chapter 7 of the base story, the free-to-play story, basically. There is Living World Season 1, which I believe is also available to free-to-play. And then there's Season 2, which I think you have to actually either pay for or play the game, log in when it is available for free. Then there's Heart of Thorns, which is an expansion, Season 3, and so on. You can just see there's a lot to this game. So, yeah, this game has a lot to do. I am just replaying the story at this point because I want to. And I'm going to put all these VODs on YouTube.
No survivors here, but we'll keep looking.
You're all weakly. Chill to the bone.
And my character is a Reaper.
Those barricades won't hold for long. We have to move.
Everything!
And Reaper is one of the elite specs, which is like a subclass of the Necromancer, by the way. Yeah, it is very on brand for me. So we've got the Reaper, we've got Scourge, and we have Harbinger. All of these are elite specs for the Necromancer. There's the Ritualist that's going to be...
barricade.
I actually have a scythe here.
In the right direction. Forward!
So when I go into my basically Grim Reaper mode, which is called Shroud, I get a scythe. And the scythe is specific to the Reaper. The other versions of it don't get it. The base Necromancer shoots bolts. Yeah.
Time has come for action.
Yeah, the Reaper is one of the most popular classes for sure. I'm not seeing anything else over here. I need to trigger something though, apparently. What do I need to trigger? Hold off undead attackers. Well, there are no undead attackers.
To the next world with you.
There they are.
Rumble incoming.
I think I'm just killing everything too fast. All right. You have a good stream too.
Got a big problem. More undead on the way.
Oh man, they're taking forever to get over here.
Frightened child.
Is that it?
I'm wilting. Need more endurance.
Okay, we got more. Yeah, I think I'm just taking these guys out way faster than they expected. They haven't touched this, updated this part of the game in a long time, I guess.
Are we glad to see you? Never seen a flood of Orions like that. And I've been doing this for years.
You're safe now. Stick close to us and we'll get you out of here intact.
What about our second team? They went ahead to secure a recent discovery right before the undead tide came in. They might still be alive.
I can confirm that. There are tracks leading into the caves. It's a defensible position, so the second team could be dug in there.
Then we're not leaving until we're sure, one way or the other. Spread out and protect the researchers. We're going on.
All right. I am actually using, I didn't think about it too much, but I am using weapons that you can't use when you're just starting out. So you can't use these swords until you get to this expansion, and there's a whole thing you do here. And then the great sword you can't use unless you, I think you can't use it unless you've done Heart of Thorns.
Found the entrance to the caverns. It's barricaded shut. I've got this. Stand back.
Okay.
That ought to do it.
My destiny is taking root.
She scared herself.
We can't afford
apparently
to lose the second team, or the artifact they were hunting.
Oh, for the love of... Creatures on this side of the barricade, too?
What do you expect? They're undead.
Your soul is mine.
This way. The dig should be right around this corner.
Oh, I see him.
Help! Your soul is mine. I am death chronic. Timing impeccable.
Hello, Pact. Nice to see you again. So I could ask him lots of questions. What happened to your team? We made a significant find, but as we were collecting it, the undead stormed in and trapped us here. It was all we could do to stay alive. What are you looking for? An ancient dwarven tome from more than 250 years ago, so from before Guild Wars 1. It has information from the last time the dragons rose. So the dragons are, it's a cycle. They come, they eat all the magic, then they go back to sleep. That's the gist of it. It could conceivably hold the key to defeating them today. Okay. Then even more urgent for us to get you out of here. And then that clinches it. We need to get you out of here. And then on second thought, yeah, so do that. Of course, there's a way out to the south. I theorize it will have fewer risen compared to the direction you just came from. Sounds perfect. Follow me.
Stand by to withdraw. Commander, you lead the way. Keep together and stay on your guard.
Okay. I am basically the brute, and Traherne is the brains.
Chilled to the bone. Your soul is mine.
Oop. And the brute missed one.
Well done.
Okay, we have an explorer over here. Are you gonna come back?
Where did that come from? This was supposed to be our way out.
The Orions funneled us here. They've showed disturbingly advanced tactics ever since we arrived.
Commander, to me. I need your opinion.
Okay.
Another dead end. Militarily, I'd say we're being funneled into a trap.
I've seen the Orions swarm and I've seen them lurk, but I've never seen them set traps. Are they capable of tactical thinking?
Oh, yes. I've seen them do exquisitely horrible things. If the Priory team found the artifact I suspect they found, it all makes sense.
They were looking for a dwarven tome. Why would Zhaitan care so much about an ancient book of lore?
I believe it contains information about the last time the dragons rose. Its very existence proves they can be beaten back. Our enemy wants to keep that information from us.
How does the dragon even know about it? Zhaitan doesn't strike me as much of a reader.
Zhaitan knows everything its minions know. One of its corrupted servants, while alive or after death, must have seen the tome. Commander, to me. I believe I can get us out of this situation, but I'll need you to protect me while I do it. We're trapped, but I can summon the reinforcements we need to fight our way out. My minions will aid in our escape. Buy me some time to prepare.
I guess I bought him some time. I don't know. I feel like there's a scene missing there.
I make a control all weakling. Your soul is I am
Okay. We just got to take out everything. Everything that exists to escort everyone out. All of them. Take out all the zombies.
You're a frightened child.
Your soul is mine.
There is a free item in the store. I'm gonna grab it after this. It's probably just like, oh, free something small, but they do have those from time to time.
Welcome, Sylvie. Lured you here, trapped you here, now you die here. The elements bow before me, and I bow before Zaitan. He wills your death. He shall have it.
I was born to undo your master's work. If I must kill you to achieve that, so be it.
The dragon commands and we transform.
No, I don't think so. I'm just taking him out way too fast. You will fall.
Well done, Marshal Traherne. That Orient ugly looked nigh unstoppable, but you did it.
The Pact did it. Our combined efforts made this happen, just as we'll defeat Zaitan together. Hopefully, our chances of doing just that have been improved with the information contained inside the Dwarven Tome.
We can help you there. I'm fluent in Ancient Dwarf. Get us out of here and I'll work on that tome until it's completely translated.
Done. Zuri, please escort the research teams back to Concordia. Commander, you're with me.
All right, and we go talk to Traherne now. Hello, brother. Well done, Commander. But this is the first step in a long, perilous journey. From here on, things will get more difficult. I'm ready for whatever Zaitan has in store for us. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bong. That's the sound that you would be hearing if I didn't have the music off. Commander coat. Commando coat. Commando coat. That's not very commando. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I go for.
A world of possibilities awaits.
Does it now? Okay, so we're done with this part. This part of this portion of the story. There is still more. Still more in chapters. Nope, don't look at that. Okay, we go all the way down there. Just ignore all of this. That's later. Here. Nope. We're not looking at that. We're not looking at that. Let me grab the waypoint. Grab the waypoint. Okay, nope. We're not gonna look at that. That comes in later. I wonder if they have any ideas about like possibly having some phasing stuff where you wouldn't see things that happen in season 1 when you're going through the story, but I feel like that is potentially asking too much, especially this late in the game's life. let's see if I can get up here. Can I use the Griffin? Because I do like using the Griffin. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of trees over there. Might be hard for me to actually use the Griffin properly because of the trees. Ooh, we got undead catapults. Striking off the chains. Come back here. Okay. Oh, right. I wanted to grab whatever the free item is. That's just a free key. Okay. It's not too bad. Are there any other promotional things? The keys in general are cheap right now. Okay, so this is how the skins work. You get a skin. A lot of this stuff though is very. Ooh, what's this? Oh. It's not what I was expecting. I don't know what. Whoa, hey, hey. He's got cat ears and stuff. Man, this game. Sometimes I forget. Oh. It's got a little ab window there. Is it Quinn's attire? Okay, so for these, if they have the 2 thing, then that means that it's different outfits depending on the gender, for sure. This is a pretty cool one. I actually think, yeah, I've got this one. This is a pretty cool outfit. I believe this is a Halloween outfit. Ooh, okay. This looks like the outfit from someone in Cantha. Anyway, all of these are just items that you can spin gems. So you can use gold to get gems, and you can also give them real money. I typically just use my gold because gold is in pretty good supply these days. As long as you're doing your dailies, you can get a good chunk of gold in this game. Hey Kelly, nice to see you. But this is an example of a mount skin. Since I am just sort of looking at this anyway. So you've got skiff skins that change what things look like. Yes, they do have a speedboat. They also have swimsuits. But they have them for the gliders. I got a lot of the glider ones. When they first came out, I was trying to get all of these, and then at some point it got to be way too much. The green exclamation mark means that it is currently available in the store, by the way. But this exploded way too fast. I couldn't keep up with it, and then I said, I'm not gonna bother with it. And then mounts, because of the gambling aspects, I was like, nah, I don't care. So all of these that I got either from like pre-order things or from the dailies, or potentially like with this one, this is from a Twitch drop. So yeah. Novelties. This is the only held item novelty that I've collected, apparently. These are like little things you can put down or they follow you around. I think this is my favorite for the there's like a friendly duel thing where you use these weapons. I think it's this one. I think that's my favorite one. And then you can have a dog. You can have a pet dog. Musical instruments. They do have musical instruments. And they have chairs, which we've kind of looked at. The dog and the cat are both free ones, basic. Well, they're dailies. They're in the daily area. Simple stool. I don't know what this is from. This, I believe, is from one of the Guild Wars not anniversary, birthday items. This is from Cantha, and then this is from raids. I kind of want to show, since we're here, I want to show the instrument. So this is how instruments work. You get this. Oh, it's so quiet. I have instruments down really low too, don't I? It could also be because it's a bass guitar. Let me try this one. You can kind of hear this one. Yeah. So if you like music, that's actually a whole thing in this game. You can do music stuff. All right, let's do striking off the chains. All right.
Commander, over here.
This is related to the choice that we made earlier when we talked to the Pale Tree and we said something that we fear or whatever. And we had the choices of like causing someone to suffer, causing someone to die, or causing losing the respect of our command of our whatever. This is the storyline that is associated with those three choices that you make.
Good to see you again, Commander. After Claw Island, I've been looking forward to working with you again. On to business. Our main problem in this region is Crate. We're losing too many potential recruits to their slave pens. Our mission is to rescue as many slaves as possible, though a Silvari prisoner named Highwell is top priority. He's a warden of exceptional skill.
Understood, Crusader. Each prisoner we free is an innocent and a potential soldier against Zaitan.
Exactly. They're going to waste rotting in a Crate cell. And Commander, I'd be honored if you'd call me Apatia. Crate usually keep their slaves down deep. We should start low and move up.
Okay. So we start low and move up. Oh, I can show you the spear.
Might and glory.
For anyone who does have like Galeophobia or Thalassophobia, the sharks in this are not too bad. And the water sequences and whatnot are not too bad either. Because I am aware that there are people who have like crippling fears of water and the ocean and whatnot, and that can extend into games. Just like how some people with arachnophobia, that can extend into games. It's not too bad in this game, in my opinion. It's never going to be too gruesome or anything, and typically the sharks are not going to be too much bigger than you. There are some large underwater things, but those are like bosses. And it's like there's a jellyfish, and there is a monster that you actually, it's sort of like a whale, and you try to get it to eat you so that you can go inside and stab it from the inside.
Don't bother with capture. Just kill them.
But if you do have those kinds of like fears, this game's not too bad. So they're keeping prisoners underwater, and I'm not seeing masks. I don't see rebreathers on them. Like, we have a rebreather. They don't. So I don't know how this is working. I ain't dead yet. Get me out of here. These snaky devils have been torturing us, and now they're talking about eating us. Let me out so I can fight. Where's the key? Slave master's got him. He hangs on to him tight too. The previous one got careless, got skinned, and gutted by a prisoner. That's one's headed for the same fate. I'll be back soon. And then I can ask him more information like, oh, where did I find him? Shouldn't be hard. Just look for the biggest, ugliest crate you can find. He's got a pair of sharks that patrol with him. This place seems like it's on high alert. What's going on? Something big. They're all talking about a magical orb they found and how best to use it. Can't make sense of it, but they're all stirred up. This magical orb is why I chose this path, by the way. All right, I'll be back shortly with the slave master's key. So here's the slave master. Oh, I'm hiccuping and burping. So here we got two sharks and the slave master. Boop, boop, and take them out. So as you see, like, the sharks don't even bite. They just like charge you. So I would say it's pretty friendly if you have any kind of like extreme fear of sharks. That is a thing that I am very aware of. I know a lot of people around me who have a fear of sharks. Okay, so we've taken out his companions. Now we just gotta take him out.
I am death incarnate.
It's moving so fast.
I have the keys. Release that char and we'll put him to work.
You're all weaklings.
All right, let's head down to the char. Cassius Prideclaw. Or is it Cassius? Cassius or Cassius? I don't know. Good, you made it back. Did you get the keys? And more importantly, did you slit that slave master's throat? I have the keys. Let's get you out of here. Perfect. And I'll return the favor by getting everyone else out of these cells. Down here, that is the crate. Keep more prisoners higher up in the tower. You release everyone down here. I'll keep climbing.
We should look higher, in the tower. There'll be more prisoners there.
Okay. And he actually goes around and unlocks the cells. Which is a nice little touch that they actually have him doing that. Gotta find the way up. Here it is. I think after he unlocks them, he leaves.
Might and glory.
I can't remember.
Did you see that? This looks promising. This way. These planks are flimsy. Watch us. I guess these ramps are easy to release.
This looks promising this way. These planks are flimsy. Watch your step. I guess these ramps are easier if you slither.
Whoa! No, it's all right. I almost slipped.
Oh, hey, you actually teleported up here finally. Good.
Slavers make me sick. I swear I'm going to tan an entire suit of crate skin armor.
I am death incarnate.
Okay. The crate are very much exactly the kind of villains that you would expect from,
Almost there.
like, they are unambiguously villains.
There are the warriors and more guards. Come on, Commander. I'll watch you.
Furious.
I try not to kill them too fast so I don't, or move too fast so I don't interrupt her too often.
You are all weakling.
Alright. The cage locked tight with the prisoner inside. Stares out warily.
Suffer. Chill to the bone.
Okay, there we go. I've taken everything out. So what do we got? We got Priory Scholars, Whisper Agents, Lion Guard, Visual Crusaders. Okay. Retrieve the prisoner. Release the prisoner. Release. It's release, not retrieve.
I think Warden Highwell is up here.
Oh, we go higher. Okay.
There he is.
You must rescue our brother. Since he's a Sylvari. Thank the Mother Tree, and thank you, the Pact, you say. Please, you have to set us free. We'll have you out of here in no time, Warden.
Warden Highwell, we've come to get you out of here. Are there any other prisoners we should find?
I don't think so. There was a Largos, but she escaped on her own. Strange and terrifying creature, that one. Apparently, she got herself captured to get close to the slave master because he was worthy prey. Then she let herself out and went after him. Another thing, the crate kept talking about a magical orb they used to keep Zaitan's corruption out. I never saw a single undead creature here. I think their orb could be real.
That may be. There's no corruption in these waters, even though the Orions definitely have a presence here.
This orb is definitely worth investigating. For now, though, let's concentrate on getting you and the others to safety.
So the orb is actually something that doesn't get explained properly for several expansions, and it is kind of an inferred thing that you, I believe it's inferred. I don't know if they outright say it, but you can kind of guess pretty easily. Okay, we talked to her. We freed a lot of prisoners, rescued Highwell, and killed most of the crate slavers here. Are we done? Not quite. Oh, man, my throat. I need to stop doing funny voices. We need to know more about that orb. I agree. If Highwell is right, and it can prevent Zaitan from raising the dead, the orb could make all the difference in this war. We should start with the Largos Highwell mentioned. Right. He said she mentioned hunting in the waters south of here. But how do we go about finding someone who's dedicated to not being found and expert at not being seen? Digital soldiers all over. Nothing. The Order of Whispers. Knowledge Priory. I'm going to say Order of Whispers. Good idea. I know a Whispers agent named Ziri. Yeah, we know her too. She's a top flight. Is that top flight? Jeez, the L and I are blend together so well for me. She's a top flight infiltrator. So she may know this Largos. They're practically the same, in the same line of work. With your help, I figure we can do anything. So you can see the options again. You're too kind. Listen, I'll find out what we can and meet you south of here. Highwell said there were the Largos went to find new prey. That's where the Largos went to find new prey. So that's where we'll start. See you there. Dun, 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 dun. And all I get are these bags. But these bags are pretty good, to be honest. And you can see I've been collecting them for a bit now. Ooh, I have an 18 slot bag. Sweet. And that's a 12 slot. That's better than an 8 slot. All right. Let's leave. That was weird. I heard that in the game. I don't recall ever hearing that before. Kill the giant shark. Okay, so this is like a boss over here. So this is a big shark. This one. Ride my mount over there. Take my stingray over here. Okay, here's the big shark, and you can see other people are fighting it. It's not even that big. Compared to like the whale that we can fight later, the whale-like creature, it's not even that big. And it's so, I don't know, to me it looks so cartoonish. It's not that bad. It does have the biting animation, which might bother some people, but it's really not. Compared to some of the games that are out there, it's not that bad. But you know, for some people, it could be too much in general. I don't know. Just thinking about it, and as I mentioned before, I think about it because I know a fair number of people who have that sort of fear. Have a fear of deep water and sharks, and that can translate into games. I will say, at later points in the game, they actually have this thing, like, when I say later points, I mean like down here, where when you're riding the skimmer on the surface, there are sharks that would jump out and try to knock you off, and you can see them in the water approaching you, and then they jump up out of the water. That can be startling the first time you experience it. So where are we headed? They said south. Down here. Okay. Okay, this is one of the forts, one of the Pact forts. One of the Pact ports. Let me in. I hate these damn invisible walls everywhere. Okay. We are in the fort. Let's grab the point of interest. And now we can be off on our way. Mount Maelstrom. We haven't really fought world bosses, have we? Hunt lesser minions to lure out their leader. Oh, hey, we have a rift over here. This is something from one of the expansions. So, these are Curtis. They're like demons.
Your soul is mine.
They go into some lore about them, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. It feels very sort of hodgepodgey to me. Like it doesn't. I don't get it. I don't get the lore on them. Like I think they eat emotions, and they like the taste of fear or something like that. They've definitely, lore-wise, I'm not as into some of these newer expansions. Alright, and now we fought enough of them that we can bring out the boss. Just gotta wait for him, I guess. There he is. So we get on the bunny, so that way we can damage this blue bar, by the way.
Say something. You are all weak. Your soul is mine.
Oh, let's get over here. Didn't even need to do it. Didn't even need to worry about the mechanics of that boss fight. There we go. We did it. Is that one of the dailies? It is. I thought it might be.
You are all weakly. Choose to the foe.
Okay. Let's continue. Let us continue onwards. So the Largos are kind of interesting. They are one of the races that players are super into. By the way, this is a giant tuna. Maybe tuna are that big, but I feel like that is a giant tuna. So you've got the Kodan, the Tengu, the Largos. Are there any other races that are interesting? I guess technically we have two types of Kodan now. We've got the lowland Kodan. Oh, they do have these spots in the world that are like farming spots.
You are all wicked. Your soul is mine.
So if you want to collect stuff, you come here and you can just harvest it. And they respawn. They're supposed to respawn every day, but it kind of depends on what time you pick it. From what I've experienced, sometimes it doesn't refresh because you take it too late in the day. So it doesn't register that you took it and then a reasonable amount of time has passed, so you have to wait for like an extra reset time. I'm not sure exactly how long, but it feels like if you do it 12 hours after reset, then it's fine. But if you do it more than 12 hours after reset or less than 12 hours before the next reset, then it won't reset properly. We've got a splendid chest up here. So if you didn't notice, all of the crate things are like this. They're all basically ships or shipwrecks that are put together. I cannot imagine this being very comfortable to slither on. How many splinters are they going to get? It just doesn't seem like something that would be comfortable for them. Oh, actually, I might be able to use the Griffin. See if I can. Yes, good. All right, where are we going? We are heading over here. This way. Should be this area.
I am death.
Yes. Wet works. Okay, so now we will meet a Largos, I believe.
This is tricky. I know the Largos are consummate assassins, but I've never tried to track one. Never even seen one, actually. Of course, very few have. They conceal themselves until ready to strike, and they take pride in efficient kills. Taking down dangerous prey to challenge themselves and prove their worth? They'd be right at home in Holbrook.
I'd love to hunt alongside a Largos someday, but until then, how do we go about finding this one?
By following her trail of kills. Largos are always planning or executing their next kill. Find her latest victims, and we'll find the Largos. The last Largos sighted in the area was to the south, near the magma on the seafloor.
Okay. So again, no mounts, so we have to do this manually. These sharks, these are zombie sharks.
You are all wicked. Shoot! Your soul is mine.
The zombie sharks are actually kind of cool looking.
Swift and steady.
Should be...
Did you see that? Something wounded those sharks.
Oh, over here. This one. So this is a Largos.
Shoot to the bow.
Be on my list.
You're all
If you
weaklings.
enjoy living, go. Now.
So we cannot have that apostrophe in our name, unfortunately. I wish we could. That'd be cool.
You're all weaklings.
All right. You have my attention.
Okay. So let's swim down so you can actually get a look at the Largos. This is what they look like. They've got these stingray wings. Some people call them butterfly wings that come out of their shoulders. And they are aquatic, so they wear like a one-piece suit with sleeves. All right. Let's talk to her.
You are an interruption. State your business, or become mine.
We've come to speak with you about the Crate Slave Master. We need to know about their magical orb that supposedly prevents Orion corruption.
You speak plainly, and you hide your fear well. Still, your needs don't interest me, and I have no need of you.
My people are hunters like yours. We stalk, we wait, we kill. Test us. The commander and I will prove our worth.
So, it's a challenge then. Very well. I am currently amusing myself between targets. My current focus is the great sea monster in the caves nearby. Honor the Tetios Compact. That is the heart of Largos. Track it, kill it, bring me proof. Then I will tell you what I know about the crate. Carry on. If you succeed, I'll find you.
All right. And now we take on a boss. But it's a story boss, so it's an easy one. Cabozoa. Oh, it's a jellyfish. Like I said, it's an easy one.
Impressive. I will present this trophy to the great houses in your names. You have earned the right of introduction. I am Saya al-Rajid. Now, as we agreed, the orb you seek is a thing of legend, known only to deep dwellers. Its origins are lost, but it is extremely powerful. It may pose its own dangers, but it does counter the undead dragon's influence. Wherever the orb is, those who die near it do not rise again. The Crate are keeping it in constant transit between their largest strongholds to maximize its effect. I suggest a plan. I was brought close to the slave master when I allowed myself to be captured. If you do the same, you may reach the orb.
I'd rather snatch it in transit while it's vulnerable. The Pact desperately needs to rein in Zaitan's power.
We have a difficult decision here, but at least now it can be an informed decision. Thank you for your help, Saya al-Rajid.
May your steps be relentless.
Okay, so now we talk to her about the best course of action. So we can either let ourselves get captured, or we can hit the crate possession in transit. Personally, I would rather hit them when they are moving the orb. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit them while it is in transit. Let me go back so we can actually read this. We've got 2 ways to get the orb. I know my choices, but it's your call. I know my choice, but it's your call. Should we allow ourselves to get captured or hit the crate as procession? That's the word. In transit. Let's hit it in transit. Good. We'll have an advantage on land. I'll make the necessary preparations. Meet me near Broken Arrow River, and we'll have ourselves an ambush. See you there. Boom,
A
boom.
world of possibilities awaits.
Oh, and after you max out your masteries, you get spirit shards. Probably something I should have mentioned a long time ago. All right, let's keep going. This, the later story steps are taking longer than I was expecting. Would you like to continue the story, Intercepting the Orb? Yes.
Might and glory!
We're ready, Commander, but there's a complication. The Order of Whispers reports that the crate are being extra cautious with the orb in transit. They send 2 caravans every time they move it. One with the orb and one decoy. We hit the wrong one and the real one escapes.
That's a problem, but I have the solution. Hit both processions simultaneously. It splits us up, but it also ensures we get the real one.
Perfect. I have mines to plant at each ambush point. The caravans hit that point, the mines do their work, and we move in for mop-up. I'll meet you back here after I've dealt with my end of the ambush. Thanks for trusting me with this, Commander. I won't let you down.
Yeah. Won't let me down. Oh, and we have a backpack. We're actually wearing a backpack. That's a neat thing that this game does sometimes. They give you a backpack. Okay, and now we wait and ambush.
Slow down. Something doesn't smell right.
All right. We got him. How long it's gonna take, man?
You must die! Two to the bone.
Come back here.
Stop! You're all weaklings! I am death incarnate.
There you go. I got the orb.
You found our orb, but now you will bleed and die for the prophets.
You're all weaklings! Your soul is mine!
Faring half as well as you.
Okay, so You found our orb, but now you will bleed and die for the prophets. Enough, I yield, you've won. Or have you? Formidable. But is your friend faring half as well as you? I doubt it.
Chill to the boat. You're all. Your soul is mine.
Get away. Okay, so just note, it is a blue orb. Okay, so we're gonna head back here and see if we can meet up with our friend. She should be done with her portion of this.
You must die. Chill to the boat.
Bring the orb to the rendezvous point. Running. Okay, I'm here. Rendezvous with her. It's blinking red. Search the river. There we go. Oh no, here's her axe. Apatha's axe is here. The blade is covered with blood and scales. There are signs of a struggle nearby. Examine the signs of the struggle. Splashes of blood and tracks lead down the river's the water's edge. Beyond that, there's nothing but water.
Come to me. We must discuss.
Oh. Hello.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I was intrigued by your interest in the orb, so I shadowed you. You handled yourselves well, until your partner miscalculated. The explosives did not sufficiently weaken her prey.
Is she alive? I need to get this orb to Traherne at Fort Trinity right away, but I can't just leave Apatia behind.
You do not have a choice. The crate overwhelmed her and carried her off. She is no longer here. Among my people, we would say her steps have faltered, and be done. Come, I will deliver the orb for you. I would enjoy visiting Traherne again. I owe him a favor, and Largos always keep our oaths. You should go too. The crate will be back in force. The longer you stay, the more likely you will end up lost, dead, or on a torture rack. That won't help your friend.
I'll go. Traherne needs that orb, and I need to be at Fort Trinity. But I will come back for Apatia. I swear it.
All right. Mission accomplished. And she will carry the orb for us. And we will go and meet our brother. Okay, he's down here. We are inching ever closer to ore. So if you don't know, this is ore. So our goal currently is to get down all of this past Sparkfly Fin. I don't know why I can't talk today. And get to Traherne, who is all the way down there. I do feel like this moves slightly faster than the Raptor. And I can also dash through enemies with it and hurt the enemies, which is kind of cool. But we're gonna grab some of these waypoints. So these are wardens. That means that this is a Sylvari camp. Oh, and I need to eat food. Don't need to, but I choose to. So I eat the candy corn custards because I have so many of them. But what they do is they are soft regen, and then the flask of pumpkin oil gives me bonus magic find. That's kind of the big thing about them that I like. I have an abundance of them as well. Halloween is one of the best times to get foods and nourishment items. So you can have there's two different types of nourishment items. There we go. You have regular food, and you have like utility food, I think it's called. Anyway, we're almost to where we need to be. This is Fort Trinity.
Commander, good to see you. Marshal Traherne is waiting for you.
The crate orb we recovered is fascinating. It literally prevents the dead from rising again.
Then I wish we had 100 of them. How does it work? Can we replicate it?
Not so far. The only thing we know for sure is that it's steeped in powerful magic.
As long as it works, we can figure out why it works when the war is over.
Okay.
Zaitan's forces are coming. Why aren't the Asura gates functional?
I'm sorry, Marshal. We can't seem to isolate the problem.
It could be our proximity to ore. Or maybe we've got a saboteur.
This is critical. Without those gates, we're cut off from any reinforcements.
All right. Brother.
Greetings, Commander. I was sorry to pull you out of the field, but you and the crate orb you discovered are needed here.
I go wherever you need me, sir. But I'm not through with those crate yet. They have Apatia. How are things here? Fort Trinity seems to be shaping up well.
I hope so. We've seen a huge increase in undead activity while we've been establishing our defenses. I believe a major attack is imminent. All the signs are there. Our outermost defensives have suffered a series of probing attacks, and we've lost several long-range scouts. We have the orb and powerful explosives developed by our top demolitionist, but there have been disturbing glitches in communication. Fort Trinity is not yet secure. Worst of all, our Asura gates are not functioning, and nobody can tell me why. Magical or mechanical failure, saboteurs, it's all very disturbing. I want you to double-check our defenses, starting with the lumber camp. They've lost a lot of workers, and we need that timber. You take point.
Sorry, I muted myself during that. Okay, so I take point. We go up here to the Timberlands. Yeah, I muted myself because I was taking a sip of coffee and I was worried it would be a little bit noisy because I don't have much coffee left. We can be Quaggin. Ooh. Quaggin does not like the Risen. All right.
We're behind schedule. Traherne needs more lumber to strengthen our fortifications.
The last logging party we sent out is still missing. We have no idea what happened to them. Until we do, we can't risk sending any more.
All right. Organize a search party to find the missing loggers. Once we find...
Your soul is
Oh, so Traherne is a necromancer, but he's using a greatsword. And there's another necromancer we meet later who starts using a greatsword. They were the first hints at the Reaper. It was not really a big hint, but definitely something that people thought about, and they were like, oh man, a necromancer using a greatsword, that sounds cool. And then it was added in the first expansion.
For now. Thanks for the assist, Commander.
Defend the gate. Oh no, they're attacking the gate. So the way that I build my character, by the way, is the main focus is like AoE damage, because I like Dervish and Guild Wars 1. Dervish was AoE. The closest to AoE that I could have, like I like melee AoE stuff. Ooh, we have zombie giants. I wonder if we can
get
actually
back to the gate. Lord Trinity is in danger. Leave us and seal that gate. I am death.
Ooh, yeah, I can actually take him out. That's neat. I was expecting these guys to be invulnerable.
You are all weak. Your soul is mine. A splendid combination. Well done.
Freeze. Freeze in place. Spin to win. All right, well, I took him out.
Pull both switches to seal the gate.
They just took a nap.
Forgive me.
It's fine, Traherne. They're soldiers.
Go and seal the gates behind you.
It's not like he did it on purpose. Oh, they're talking about these guys down here. Jeez. All right. Defend the docks.
Sweet and steady.
Yeah, this. I'm looking at it and I'm like, ooh, probably gonna have to end after doing all this. It's a boat.
Get those cannons firing.
How do I get the cannons firing? Oh, they mean this. The dragons. Man, I would say this would probably... This is so different without the music. And not necessarily worse. But I definitely noticed the sound effects a lot more. Oh, got a lot of miasma suddenly.
We lost the cannons. Ravens, beak. The ducks are defenseless. Chill to the bone.
Okay, so we need to fall back, apparently. Risen Knights used to be, I feel like they used to be more of a pain.
Your soul is mine.
Did you see that?
I don't know if it's because the game has gotten easier, because power creep does exist.
Swift and steady.
Or if there's some other reason. I am aware that the game audio does get kind of loud at times compared to my voice, but it's usually kind of on the quiet side. I just think it's funny to take everything out.
Remain strong. There are too many undead. We need to seal the gate.
Mother, forgive me.
Again, with the forgiveness.
No time to lose. We need to secure the underwater gate.
Okay, underwater gate this way.
I am death incarnate.
I'm wilting. Need more endurance.
Oop. And oop. Oh, you can play the whole story multiplayer, by the way. You can play it co-op. So you could be doing this with a friend if you wanted.
Might and glory.
You are all weakly. Chill to the bone.
Okay. And now we head to the Asura gates.
They had the orb. They looked like Pact soldiers, but then they changed. By the time I realized they were using illusions, it was too late. If they get the gates working, we'll lose them and the orb. We need explosives to get through.
Get a bomb.
I've got all the firepower you need.
Ton made these bombs, and he's one of the best.
Your pact is finished. Your orb, your fortress, and your Asura gates belong to us.
I don't think so.
Now, keep them away from me.
You didn't think we'd miss this party, did you?
Leave the rest. You'll paint this fort with undead guts.
All right, and now we put the orb in its rightful place. Roar, okay.
You chose this.
So now, as we defeat the undead, they will not come back. And any of us that they defeat, we will not come back. We must retake the docks. So now we've got these cubes in the sky, which you would have seen earlier prior to the mission, because everything technically takes place in a world after the story is complete, or seems to.
Chill to the bone.
It takes, every map seems to take place at a specific point in time. And this map seems to take place after this mission is complete.
You're all weakling. Your soul is mine.
For more than 100 years, ore has been lost. Despoiled, corrupted, ruined by the presence of a dragon, an infection, withering the heart of Tyria. Fort Trinity symbolizes our determination. It stands as a mark of our unity against the dragons. From here, we will prevail. We will fight to rend the darkness with steel and flame, always looking toward the dawn. Our victory at Fort Trinity will show the world that we can strike against the dragons. When we are ready, we will prove that even in the Sanctum of Ore, they are not untouchable. We can reach the dragon's lair in the heart of Ore. We can assault Arar. We can destroy Zaitan before the dragon's infection claims us all. This battle is over. We can triumph. But the war has just begun. I'm glad we've got the dragon's attention. I want Zaitan to know the names and faces of those who will defeat it. Fort Trinity is secure for now, so if you have no objections, I'd like us to turn our attention to Lion Guard Apatia.
Thank you, sir. I know she's still in that crate city somewhere. She helped us secure the orb. We owe it to her to get her out.
Agreed. I'll wrap things up here and form a rescue party. We'll meet you near the Restless Deeps.
Okay. So let's head to the Restless Deeps. And all the way over to here. Yes.
Let me be clear. Our goal here is to find and retrieve our missing comrade, Apatia. This place reeks of Zaitan's touch, so don't take unnecessary chances. Stay alert. We move fast, we stick to the surface, and we stay together. Let's begin.
Okay. Move fast, stick to the surface.
I am death incarnate.
As I feared, the water's toxic.
Yeah, we took the orb. Now the city is corrupt.
Stay out of these waters. I recognize the stench of this particular Orion corruption. It's more toxic than any poison.
I wonder if that's what happened to the crate. When I was here before, they were swarming over this whole place.
We can't assume they're gone. If the corruption killed them, they likely rose as fresh undead. Follow me, everyone. Single file, and watch your step. I don't want anyone falling into this water.
Okay. Fight your way into the crate tower. There. Now I'm walking.
Stay alert.
I'm in. You're all weak. I am.
And spin to win. And we walk.
The orb was the only thing protecting these crate from Zaitan's influence. And now it will protect Fort Trinity.
Might and glory.
Such a showpiece, I feel like. Yeah, the second one causes chill. Okay. All right, I'm here. Nope. Still keep following him, I guess. This is such a slow walk. Come on, Traherne. Could you move a little faster? Come on. Wait, why are we walking so slow? Oh, well, okay. He explained why we're walking slow. He doesn't want anyone falling in the water.
You're all weeping. Chilled to the bone. I am death incarnate.
Boop, and spin.
This place is littered with undead. We'll have to fight our way to the top.
Okay. Sounds like fun.
Your soul is mine.
So we're heading to the tippity top of the tower. Head to the top of the tower. Take them out.
Chill to the bone.
Trying to remember the path to the top. We got some veterans over here. They might take a few extra hits.
The presence I sensed is up this beam. It may be the source of all this corruption.
By the way, the scythe counts as hammer kills. So there is a whole thing for weapon kills and achievements. This and the scythe counts as hammer kills.
There's a slave master. Subdue her. Might and glory.
That was the dog sneezing.
Chill to the bone.
Victory is yours.
I see her. She's in that cage across the way.
We'll have to climb down to reach her. There should be a beam connecting to her cage.
Yeah, the game's glitching right there. Let's step away from that. Am I far enough away? Yeah, seems like it's not being picked up too much. Come to join your friend. She loves our hospitality. Apatia, wasn't it? She gave us her name and rank between all the screaming. Or will claim you. Zaitan will consume you all. Victory is yours, but Apatia is ours. And then I see her. Bada. Do. Apatia. Oh, you've looked better.
By the pale tree, Zaitan's corruption has claimed Apatia as well as the crate.
Is she aware? Is Apatia still in there suffering? Or is she just a mindless husk? Either way, this is a cruel end for a noble hunter.
It doesn't have to be the end. Having an undead captive to study, especially one we knew well, could be a huge boon to the Pact.
Don't be ridiculous. There's nothing here that we couldn't get from any one of 1,000 other undead. Apatia's gone, and we have to set her spirit free.
And when we're done here, we travel to Holbrook to tell her legend to the Skalds, so she'll be remembered forever.
That is the Norn way. Very well. Apatia admired you greatly, Commander, so you should be the one to put her to rest. Then, to Holbrook.
This place is like a plague. No, I don't need to talk. I want to do the Apatia thing. But yeah, look at her. She's basically a zombie.
Rest well, brave Norn. May the spirits of the wild guide you to the mists.
Marshal Traherne, should we accompany you to Holbrook?
Not necessary. You three return to Fort Trinity. The commander and I will take it from here.
All right. Now we head to Holbrook. Do. Do. So this is our first time going to Holbrick. I believe we go, yeah, we go here to the center area. To the mighty lodge. Get the waypoint at least. Liberating Apatia. Caffeinate? Okay. Claim the legend of Apatia. I guess I stand with him.
Hear me, Holbrek. I sing of Apatia and the legend she forged. She was many things. A lion guard, a soldier, a hero, a friend. She joined the Pact because fighting one dragon was not enough. She was determined to fight them all. Jormag, Zaitan, and any that follow. She repeatedly proved her valor and worth at Claw Island, killing scores of undead and saving hundreds of innocent lives. Moreover, she helped recover an artifact that now shields Fort Trinity from Zaitan's influence. She gave us the footing we need to strike down the dragon. Apatia's life ended on that mission, but her glorious legend lives on. Now, hear the words of the last person to fight by her side. Commander?
Let the bards sing, and the skalds proclaim her glorious name forever. Join me now until the Shiver Peaks themselves ring with a sound. Apatia!
Hail Apatia! Her legend will live on!
So this is the Tooth of Jormag, which is another one of the dragons. That gives you an idea of just how big the dragons are, though. This is a tooth. Okay, and now we are at the beginning of chapter 8. So this here, Liberating Apatia, that's the end of chapter 7. Thank you for the stretch redeem, by the way. But chapter 8 is going to take longer than I have today. So, chapter 8 is probably going to take at least 2 hours. So I'm going to end stream here for today. A little bit earlier than I usually would. I'd usually go for an extra hour. VIP just gets you a badge, a little badge thing next to your name. Until next time, stay healthy and continue to stay awesome. Bye.